The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Monday. It is now May. It's the second day of May, and it's still 2022. And Steph, you can tell it's a Monday because it's 5:34 right now.
We're a little late.
Something I've shifted to as I try to cut down on plastics in the world is instead of like body wash, shampoos, conditioners, anything of that sort, I've now moved on to bars of soaps and shampoo bars.
And you are definitely a great candidate to do that because you are bald.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for telling everyone, Steph.
Oh, it's not a secret, Shawn. Don't act offended.
I do have a toilet bowl of hairstyle. Like I'm bald in the front and in the middle, but then like the donut ring on the outside I kind of have Anyways, I shave that off because it's embarrassing, but I call it the toilet bowl because there's that little like opening at the front.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to explain that.
I mean, it's all good. It's all good. All the more reason to really paint the picture of a bald head that could really use a shampoo bar.
So I've shifted to like this. And one thing that I've noticed in like, we'll say like the craft soap game is they're so unique in creating these soaps, and they go as far as to like make them appealing almost.
Oh.
Like I bought like this like orange flavored one. And flavored? I don't know.
Scented?
Scented? There we go. You don't eat soap. Don't eat soap. Even if they put an orange slice in it. There was an orange slice sticking out of the top of it. And I'm like, is this like a snack in my shower?
Is this a snack? I think it would probably still taste like soap, even if it was.
Well, it's like teasing because it's like halfway through. So like as I'm like using the soap on my body, it's like in the armpit, and all of a sudden like I'm getting like tickled by like the orange slice that's sticking out of it. Like, am I supposed to rip it out, or do I just keep using the soap until it like comes out and it's a prize?
Okay, but then what do you do with it? Like, you obviously are not going to eat it. So like, it's kind of weird to have a full on piece of orange that's not going to dissolve in the shower like soap does.
Yeah, last night actually was the night where it finally came out of the soap, and I was just like, what do I do with it now? So I put it in the water. I'm like, maybe it like makes my shower smell nice.
And?
No. I didn't know what to do with it. So now it's just hanging. I got a dry piece of orange hanging on like the side shelf of my shower. I'm like, I should probably just throw this out now. Like,
probably, but next time you shower, it'll be wet again.
Well, next time I buy that soap, I'm just going to eat it right away before I get it wet.
Good luck
Snack.
with that. Yeah. My husband and I are driving down the highway the other day, and he just starts laughing. And I was like, what? And he's like, oh my gosh, I thought I just saw some LARPers.
Yes. It wasn't, though?
It was not LARPers,
Oh.
which are live action role players.
Yes.
He thought some people were like dressed as elves with capes on.
Yep.
But in fact, we were just driving past a golf course, and it was windy. So everybody's like little sweaters that they had tied around their necks looked like they were capes in the wind. And then they were like kind of like talking about what they were going to do. So they were moving their hands, trying to stay warm, but also like pointing to like the golf hole. But he was like, oh my gosh, they're like on a mission and they're going over to that area.
This is a dead giveaway of how different we are. Like, the dead giveaway would have been the golf course, and then the golf cart, and then the golf clubs. But you're like, oh, their sweaters are capes and their golf clubs are swords.
They're LARPers. I mean, I've never seen LARPers in real life. I've only seen it on movie, and now I feel like all the more want to see it in real life now that I've seen what it could be.
Oh, if there's ever a LARP event in Fort McMurray, we have to enter.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Let's go.
Trade show over the weekend, and Steph, I forgot how much of a beast those are.
What do you mean by beast?
Well, just in general, the whole thing. It's just like, it takes over the whole place.
Oh, all over all of Mac Island. Yeah, there's some in the field house, and the rinks, and the curling area. It is everywhere. Some even in like the main concourse hall.
Yeah, and it's people from all over the place setting up their booth and then just hoping people get that attraction to your booth out of like the hundreds that are there.
Did you see any like booths that made it pop that you were like, I gotta check this out, even though I don't really care about spice nuts?
I don't know. It was a little overwhelming because all of them like kind of blended in a little bit. I saw one person, there was like a reflexology type of thing there. Someone was like upside down getting their feet checked out or something. I was like, I don't know. That's too much for me for a Saturday morning. But then the number one thing that I saw about the trade show over the weekend that I was reminded of was, for a lesser term, a prize pig.
Oh.
People that just want to win free things.
Okay.
Like we experience that here at the radio station. There's some people that just like, oh, contests, and we love them for it because we love when people interact with us. Well, trade show is like that on steroids times like 200 because everyone is trying to get you into their booth, so they're giving away something.
Right, yes. Come over here. I'm giving away this sweet thing. Whatever,
iPhones, iPads, trip here. Well, the people who want to win the free things have upped their game, and I find it fantastic because usually it's like fill out your ballot, name, number, email, address, whatever. You know, the simple things. Stickers. They have stickers now.
You're kidding.
Stickers. So you don't even have to waste time going into the booth. You can just put your sticker on the ballot, enter, and then you're on to the next one in the next 10 seconds.
Well, you know, our trade show is quite robust. Like, there are so many booths that they don't want to waste any time.
Yeah.
They've got to catch them all, like Pokemon.
In fact, I saw a child. They were like 7, 8 years old, walk up to a booth and said, oh, are you giving away anything? And we're just like, yes. Like, can I enter? Yes. She peeled the sticker, placed it on, and then walked away to the next booth.
There you go. All right. Teaching them young. They probably have a sweet array of things at their house that they haven't had to pay for.
It's a life that I think I might have to get behind. That's a side hustle that I respect.
I went to Fabricland over the weekend.
Nerd. I mean, sorry. Old. That's the one I was looking for.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. But I had to, take a pause because all around this store were signs that said we will not tolerate any sort of abuse towards our staff and please be kind, and just really intense signs about treating their staff well. And I just found it a bit confusing because I was like, who is being rude to these little old ladies who are cutting your fabric for you?
Yeah, is the fabric community more cutthroat than we think?
Right? I'm wondering, are you getting really mad about your crafting supplies or what is the deal? And then on top of that, on the way out, it had a big sign that said, we reserve the privilege of inspecting your bags.
The privilege. That makes me stop and think. That's not your standard sign that you see in a store. I've become very diligent ever since the pandemic of reading what people have before going in, just to make sure okay, this is okay and that's not okay. But the privilege,
I feel
they can just go in your purse and do whatever.
Yeah, it seems like it's usually it would say we reserve the right. And I think because maybe they were trying to make it sound a little better after they had such harsh be kind to our staff signs, they were like, let's find a synonym for right. And they came up with privilege. I don't know. It was really strange. I didn't see anybody being irate in the store. Either
Thankfully.
the signs scared them off or it's just really not something they have to worry about. But they got the signs from corporate and were let's put them up.
You know what they say, if you don't see anyone being irate, you're the one that's the irate one. You were the wild one in there.
It wasn't me.
You're the fabric person that's going crazy.
No. I'm nice.
Hello?
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Hey, it's Steph and Shawn calling from Mix 103.7. How are you?
Not too bad.
I feel like you might be getting a little better today.
I'm starting to feel a little bit better already.
Well, we were running a contest last week. You happened to bring the paddle back, and 5 people had the chance to win, so we're just calling all the people, and we're just letting you know, hey, you got yourself a brand new paddleboard thanks to Stratosphere Sports.
That's awesome.
So it's an F2 10'6" paddleboard. Do you think you can put it to good use this summer?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot of family fun.
There we go. You got what kind of family do you got there? Do you got a bunch of people that think can take her out?
We'll see if we can get 4 of us on there.
Oh!
Oh my
No,
gosh, if you do that, you got to send us a picture.
I'm only joking. It could be a great Mother's Day gift.
Ooh, okay.
I like the way you think.
Look
What a
at
nice
you.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful F2 paddleboard, 10'6". It comes with the paddle, a bag with all the fixings inside. Stratosphere Sports, they do it right. They'll hook you up very nice with that bad boy.
That's great. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
I hope it's a nice summer for you.
Oh, for sure. You'll see us down to the Sny with the mixed stickers on the paddleboard.
There we go.
I love it.
Love that.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. Thanks so much.
You're
Congratulations
welcome.
again.
Happy Monday,
All right.
Mike.
Have a great day. Thanks.
Went down to Edmonton for the weekend, and I stayed in not a great hotel.
Uh-oh. What was wrong with it?
was one of those ones where you do like the blind booking, and so you get like a better price, but you don't know what you're booking at.
God, you're more frugal than me. Every time I'm like, I got you beat. But then you do something like this. And I'm like, nope, you got me beat.
Okay, it said it was a 3-star hotel. It said it was great. The reviews were awesome. We were like, sweet, let's do it. Get there, and our room is just like so hot.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a sauna, but beautiful. It looked great inside, but we just could not get the sauna to turn into a regular
Like
room.
even after a couple hours, like thermostat and everything?
Yeah, a few hours pass. We've changed the thermostat multiple times. Nothing is happening. We call down to the front desk. They say they'll send a maintenance man up. 40 minutes later, still nobody's there. We call down again. The man was like, okay, I'll come. 20 minutes later, he's still not there. We call again. We're like, can we please just have a different room? Like, we were just like sweating. Like, it was so awful. And so finally he comes up. He does like presses some buttons on the thermostat that we had already pressed, sets it to cool. It was already set to cool. And then he was just like, give me 2 seconds, give me 2 seconds. And I was like, okay, I don't know what you know about 2 seconds, but your 2 seconds, I feel like it's probably gonna be another hour. And so he leaves us, and we're just still like complaining. Like, we're like, I'm so hot. I'm so hot. Finally, he calls and says, okay, I have a different room for you.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, pack up all our stuff, like walk down in our pajamas to the next room. And it smelled like a dirty diaper. You know, your nose goes like nose blind, I guess, after a while. I was like, let's just give it 10 minutes. If we can still smell it, we'll call. But if not, I think we should just try and go to sleep and then never book this hotel again. That's what we did.
You chose the stink over the hot?
Yeah. I don't know if that was like the right choice, because then in the morning when we went to go like get the continental breakfast, when we walked back into the room, we're like,
no. Go for the sweating hot mess over the stink.
Go for the, I don't think we'll stay here anymore. Can we have our
There
money
we
back?
go. Yeah.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.